How to stop the American power play. What is the American power play? It's when you're introducing yourself and you say something like, "Hi, I'm James, I'm from Ireland." But the American very regularly will say something like this: "I'm Brad, I'm from Austin." Austin is not a country. So whether they introduce themselves by saying, "I'm from Ohio," or "I'm from Miami," they are putting themselves above you. It is a power play. Whether they know what they are doing or not, it is still happening. In their minds, they're assuming you know America. America is the greatest country of all. You know all the cities. You know all the states. If I say I'm from Nebraska, you obviously know where I'm from. That's not fair. That is not respectful. If I introduce myself by saying which country I'm from, because we're in an international meeting, for example, and they say the specific city or state, they are not respecting you. You need to stop that. Do not let them dominate you in a work environment. So how do you stop that? How do you politely get them to acknowledge what they have done? It goes a little like this. When they introduce themselves and say the state or city they're from, so for example, "Hi, I'm from Nebraska," you immediately say, "Oh, so you're Canadian. That's nice." They will immediately try to correct you. They'll say, "Oh, no, I'm from America." And then you simply say, "Well, why didn't you say that?" You are calling out what they did wrong. They were assuming what you know about their country, which is very presumptuous and rude. If you are from some random state in America, that's great. All power to you. But not everyone in the world knows all the states. If you want to be polite as an American, say you're from America first, and then the other person could ask, "Oh, whereabouts in America?" That is a much more equal setting for both people. You need to respect everyone and not assume what everyone else knows about your amazing country. Now, I'm not saying Americans are doing this on purpose. A lot of them will just say it because they always say it that way. And that's fine. But you should still call them out on it. If somebody asks me where I'm from and I say, "Oh, I'm from Kerry," they won't know what I'm talking about, most likely, because they don't know all the counties in Ireland. And that's fair. I'm not going to assume what you know about my country. I will not assume that you know all the parts of Ireland, just like an American shouldn't assume that we all know the different states and cities in America. It's only fair. Politeness